everybody, welcome back to Long Live the Queen. We're back in week 4, and we are going to, let's see, we were going to do some physical and some faith. I'm thinking we're going to do divination next. And you know, I was thinking about it, and like, while this would give me a great bonus, I kind of need these soon. You know, we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna do faith, we're gonna do divination, and we're gonna do physical with flexibility. So let's do that. So faith, divination, and agility, flexibility. Here we go. Alright, you learn that the gods cannot be forced to divulge information about the future, and that the most powerful omens are those which arrive unexpectedly. And then you learn to relax and evaluate the tension in your body, then to practice the different types of motion available to each of your joints, twisting, shifting, and rotating. So, remember last time our poor cousin got bitten by a milk viper who is not native to our land, and so somebody was making an attempt on our life. The castle seems quieter with Charlotte and Emery and Zara and their parents gone. I am assuming Emery and Zara are Charlotte's siblings, my cousins, but we didn't actually meet them. It's certainly not empty though. Seems like we get more servants every day. That's not good for safety. I was so worried about Charlotte after that snake bit her, but her mother said she's okay, so I guess it turned out alright. And there was a test that went up right there. It says poison equaled failed. And I think I'll make a note of that, that's a skill we should train up for the future. Like if I run through this again, I should definitely have poison before week 4 trained up. You know, just it's like save scumming episode. We'll just mark it. It's fine. I save scum on visual novels all the time. I guess because I don't look up cheats usually, so it's definitely I don't know, it's more work to save scum than to look up cheats, but what else? Maybe she has a guardian angel. I have a lot of faith in that. So again, we were trying to get our willfulness down this way so that we could, start getting to yielding and start doing some of our more courtly things. And this is like the fastest way. The problem is it's going to definitely make me depressed, like very depressed. So, but we could do yielding, lonely, and cheerful, which would, afraid would still be our deepest one, but yielding would come down here, lonely would come down here, and then depressed would come up here. And I think, let's see what we'd do. We don't want to do the willful, and that one will make us willful and angry. So we kind of have to sort of balance things. I know talking to Juliana, Duchess of Ursel, will most likely make us willful because our dad doesn't want us to talk to her. But I think we're going to play with our toys, so yielding, lonely, and cheerful. You spend the weekend holed up alone in your room with your favorite toys. It's childish, but you feel a bit better. So here we go. So right now our mood is afraid. And I think next time we'll definitely do we'll sit in court and get more yielding. So let's look at our skills. What do we got here? So physical and mystical are still our best bets. So I'm going to keep filling these up. Now, you get an outfit from them, I believe, when all 3 of these bars are like halfway full. So, but you can only increase a certain one so far until it won't increase anymore, and you have to fill up the other bars. So I think what I'm going to do is just finish up getting the meditation and the dance here just to kind of keep things even. So we're going to do meditation and dance. So You practice assuming a sitting position that allows you to be relaxed and tranquil without being so relaxed that you are likely to fall asleep. And for dance, you practice curtsying, standing, and walking across the floor in a graceful manner. Look how great we're doing, guys. One of the maids approaches for your attention. My lady, couriers have arrived from the Duke of Sedna. This is where things start getting interesting. See, foreign intelligence failed, foreign affairs failed. We have a Duke of Sedna. No, my lady, the Duke of Sedna is in Talassie. They have brought you a letter and a gift. Condolences on the death of, deeply regret, best wishes. Now we're going to fail another test here. Oh, what a beautiful necklace. See, test court manners failed, but +1 cheerful. Something sparkly will make me feel better. Now, that's going to come into play later. I remember that part. We messed up. We're definitely going to go sit on the throne and get some more yielding because we really need to know about our court. Sitting in on court sessions is not fun at all, but it pleases your father, and it may be important for your future. Alright, so see our mood here. We're yielding, depressed, afraid, and just kind of between pressured and lonely. Our royal demeanor is still at -1, but we still have bonuses in physical and mystical. I am going to probably bite the bullet and buff up court manners, and then I'm also going to get reflexes. So we just kind of, because we're sort of running out of time, and these are always very important. So court manners and then reflexes. So let's see, court manners. You review the correct greetings for guests according to rank and when to extend your hand to another. All nobles expect their due honors. And then now we're getting up in reflexes. You practice solo tennis, because we already did 20. Practice solo tennis, hitting a ball against the wall repeatedly in order to train your hand and your eye to react. You may now play sports on the weekends. Celine, priestess of the second circle. Your Royal Highness, I would speak with you. What is it? You have many questions, and the answers are within your grasp. You need only choose to seek them. Speak to the Duchess of Ursel. She will guide you on your path. So she wants me to go speak to the Duchess of Ursel, and I really don't want to. So sports make you angry, which actually will decrease our afraid. So we might be able to but I think I'm going to attend court, so we can get that yielding all the way down. So here we go. I'm looking much more focused, and now you see the royal demeanor is up to 1, the history is up to 1, but I'm going to work on the royal demeanor and conversation. So my classes are going to be public speaking and composure. So for public speaking, you practice tongue-twisting sequences of syllables to improve your enunciation. And you practice deep breathing exercises learning to find and maintain a sense of inner calm. So here we go. As you're walking up the stairs, a maid comes running down holding a towering pile of linen. My elegance failed, but my reflexes were a success! You swiftly step aside and let her pass. So there's a test that we actually did pass, so yay! Let's check our mood. Okay, so our yielding is good, and our pressured is good. I'm going to try and increase our cheerful and angry. It's cheerful, but that's lonely. Afraid, depressed and afraid, yielding and afraid, lonely and afraid. Let's go angry. Take to the court for a few games of tennis. Feel the thrill of competition. I'm still yielding, so that's fine. That's good. So yeah, it looks like... I mean, faith is still like our best one to increase, so I'm definitely going to increase divination, because I do remember that being important. And now I'm going to work on presence. So let's see. Faith, divination, royal demeanor, presence. Let's do that. Okay, here we go. Dropping your favorite plate is bad luck. A statue spontaneously shattering is a bad omen. You read about well-known signs of bad fortune, wells turning sour, dry lightning, strange fish caught in nets, malformed babies being born, and so on. You practice wearing the royal regalia and looking at yourself in a mirror. Young as you are a queen of the blood. You are your mother's daughter. You are a force to be reckoned with. So, there's a man here to see you. He wishes crowdfunding for a project of his. Remember, the treasury is not unlimited. If you choose to invest, you'll have less money to work with later. Your Royal Highness, I will plan to print books using metal letters which can be moved and reused. I need to borrow 875 lassie to assemble the metal and a factory to mold and cast the type. With this system, we will be able to create new books in a fraction of the time it takes now and make copies to send all over the world. Yep, production and trade failed. I don't know much about factories or trade. Would that really be worthwhile? We're not interested. We're so bad at this. So our yielding is down low, so we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna work on cheerful, and so we're gonna actually do walk in the gardens, so lonely, cheerful. A walk in the fresh air helps you forget the burdens on your shoulders. Alright. So, there's a lot we could work on. I think if I try to do divination, it's gonna stop too soon. But we're definitely gonna do, yeah, I'm gonna start working on social, because there's, spoiler alert, there's a ball coming up, so I'm gonna work on social for a little while. So classes, royal demeanor, we're gonna do elegance, and conversation, we're gonna do, what did we have before? Public speaking, court manners. Let's work on, let's do some more court manners. Okay, so here we go. For elegance, you practice walking along a narrow rail, taking each step carefully and focusing on your balance. As the person of highest rank within the domain, no one may sit at any formal event unless you give them permission, and no one must ever turn their back on you. If they do, you are intended to recognize the insult. Excellent. So here's Banyan, Duke of Marie, Earl of Serenitatis, who knows. 8 ways you can pronounce that. Your Highness, my sympathies for your loss. Even after all these years, I sometimes forget that my own mother will never be coming back. Thank you. However, I must call for your aid. The Ixionite occupation of the county of Imbrium has gone on for too long. Now is the time to push back. I failed foreign affairs again. I know there's been some problems with Ixion, but I don't know the details. I guess they're occupying southern Marie. But my military test was a success. We have plenty of troops, so it shouldn't be that hard to drive them out if we want to make a fight of it. Let's go wild. Let's prepare for battle. If they want to fight, then we'll give it to them. I will arrange for troops to be sent to your aid. Thank you, Your Highness. Your Highness, if I may ask, that necklace you're wearing, see, here it comes. Here comes the necklace that I got in the last episode that I messed up my check on. It was a gift from the Duke of Senna. Then you have made arrangements with him? I'm 14. I think he's asking if I'm engaged to the Duke. I'm considering it. No arrangements yet, but I look upon him fondly. I'm 14. I see. Your happiness is my utmost concern, Your Highness. Thank you. That dude's a jerk. But yes, see, court matters are important. I'm still gonna work more on being cheerful. So, I don't want to be too yielding, because then it'll be ridiculously hard to get, back up. So we're gonna do lonely and cheerful again. We're forgetting the burdens on our shoulders. So, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna do some flattery, and I'm gonna do some more, royal demeanor. So, actually, I think I'm gonna do public speaking and, royal demeanor. Composure. Alright. So let's see. You practice positive thinking, maintaining a good self-image, and conditioning yourself to carry on rather than be frustrated by any past misstep. You practice sitting calmly while your teacher circles around you and makes unexpected loud noises at random intervals. You think after a little while of circling, you'd like just kind of get used to it. You know it's coming. You take deep breaths and practice speaking loudly and clearly, projecting your voice to every corner of a room. You receive a report on the outcome of the battle against the Ixionites. You succeeded in driving them out of Marie, but it cost you almost a full battalion of soldiers and a great deal of material. You lost 1,019 soldiers. The Duke of Marie will be happy, but we could have done better. So let's see. I think this will be our last one for this episode, and we'll continue soon. It's probably time we visit Juliana, Duchess of Ursel. What is it you wanted to teach me? First, I need to know if you have your mother's crystal. A lumen crystal? No, so our lore was a success there. The royal crystal has been passed down from ruler to ruler for generations. It belongs to you now, except that the king may be keeping it from you. Do you have a crystal? Of course. She holds out, that is pretty. She holds out her hand, light flickers above her bosom, and then, with a shower of sparkles, something takes shape. You reach out to touch it, and it dissolves away into nothing. Oh, it belongs to me. No one can take it from me until I die. You need to find the crystal that belongs to you. Well, we'd have to talk to Dad about that, huh? So, we seem to be doing pretty decently, so the fact that we're yielding is why there's such a negative on Lumen, and there's such a negative on weapons, because we are being a prim and proper princess. But we will need to fix that eventually, actually soon-ish. Like, this whole thing is very much balancing what skills you take, what skills you neglect, trying to prepare for eventualities and ultimately not being prepared, but for like some of them, but being prepared for others. So it is, if you notice, a lot of the intellectual is empty. And I actually don't believe I've done a run through where I've really heavily focused on intellectual. I believe there was one where I did like really heavily focus on intrigue. I don't know if I survived that one. I don't think I did. But we're going to definitely I don't know, keep trying new things, and I will definitely keep playing this. It's nice actually to be back at it, because I remember it, you know, the balancing is kind of fun, the kind of trying to remember how things go and how they work. This is me kind of getting back into the flow of it, and then eventually I might do a run through where I actually try a whole bunch of different things, try to pass that poison check, work more on the intellectual side of the graph, and see what that brings. So we'll see what happens, but thank you for watching, and we'll be back with more of Yielding Elodie and Long Live the Queen next time. Bye!